Sometimes you will notice that your birds, some are bigger than some, and some you will see them, they are stunted, but they came in the same size. But when they are growing, you notice that some are bigger, some are smaller. So I'm going to be telling you the causes of this stunted growth among your birds during brooding. One of the causes of stunted growth among your birds during brooding is because of poor nutrition. Okay, if you are brooding your bird, make sure you give them the right feed, the right starter feed, especially for broilers. You give them the right starter feed that have, all the nutrients. Make sure that the nutrients inside this feed are all balanced. There's no imbalance in the nutrition. Don't go and buy poor feed for your birds. Okay, and some people that do feed formulation, they start up with their formulated feed. I would advise that if you want to start up your broiler chicks from brooding time, please start them up with professional good feed. Okay, so when you take them to a certain level, then you can now switch to formulating your feed. All right, it's very, very good because it's going to help their system very, very well. Because if the feed is not well nourished, it will show in the body of your birds. You'll see your birds, they will not grow very, very well. Another thing again is temperature during brooding. When the temperature is low, especially during this time that the weather is very, very cold. It's now that we're even seeing sun. During the time I bought this bed, the weather was cold, and you put, you will heat the place. You are not able to get up to it. The temperature you're looking for. You will need to heat and heat before it will now rise, to that temperature. So the weather too affects the birds, from growing very, very well. The temperature in the brooding house, if it is too down, is going to make your birds to be stunted in their growth. They need the normal temperature that will make them to eat, sleep, and drink good water. So if that temperature is low, and if the temperature is high, it's going to affect them and bring about this stunted growth we are talking about. Another one again is overcrowding. Overcrowding does a lot of harm to your birds. Leaving your birds in a smaller space with so much birds that are inside there. Make sure that your stocking density should be moderate enough that it's not going to affect your production. And if you are stocking in a larger quantity, make sure that you have space for your birds, because overcrowding makes your birds not to grow well, because it's going to make them, they will be jam-packed in a particular place, and then the space for them to expand and grow very well will not be there. So overcrowding is one of the things that causes stunted growth. Another one again is fewer drinkers and fewer feeders. There will be a lot of competition. When the feeder is not many, the drinkers are not many, you will see your birds, some will be eating, some will not be eating, and those that are bigger than others, we want to chance those ones that have smaller body. So for you to correct that, make sure there is a lot of feeders and drinkers in your pen. It's going to help you very, very well. Another one again is disease and parasites. All right, disease and parasites can make your birds not to grow. Diseases like CRD, like Gomboro, Newcastle, coccidiosis, and the rest. Once there's a disease outbreak in your farm or your bird is sick, immediately that bird will stop eating, and it will make that bird not to grow again, because the bird will stop eating and drinking. So disease and parasite, one parasite, your bird might be eating and eating and eating, but yet the bird is not growing because worms are eating the nutrients in that feed. Another one again is genetic problem. Most of these birds that they give us, the parent stock to these birds are sick, okay, and they still use it in producing chicks. And so these birds, when they come to your farm, even though you give them feed, you give them all the multivitamin in this world, you do everything, that chick will not grow, because what is coming from a wrong breed, or is coming from a wrong parent stock. Another one again, before I will forget, is water management. Water management. Water can play a major role in your broiler production. Your birds will feed very well, but if there's no water for them to drink, it's going to make them not to grow well. All right, so some people, you will see them in their pen, you will see the water that they kept there, they will fill the water and leave it there maybe for 2 days. Especially when you have workers that are very lazy, that don't want to be checking your birds, they will leave the water there, and this water at the end of the day will start having germs in it. It will now be contaminated. So every day, make sure you change your water for your birds. Change it, give them fresh water in the morning. If you come in the afternoon, you notice that the water is dirty, flush the water. If there's need for you to change the water for them to have better taste of fresh water, do that, because as you are doing it, you are helping them to grow. If you don't do it, your birds will not grow. So these are the causes of stunted growth during brooding. If you can avoid all this, you see your birds will grow, apart from the genetic issue, because the genetic issue, you cannot do anything about it. So I hope this video helps you. See you in my next one. Make sure you share this video. See you in my next one. Bye for now.